In this video we are going to see about what are the standard analysis tools in inferential statistics. The type of inferential statistical procedure used depends upon the type of measurement scale used as well as the distribution of the data. The procedures are usually used to test hypotheses and establish probability. The most common methodologies in inferential statistics are: Number 1, hypothesis tests. Number 2, confidence intervals, CICE. Number 3, regression analysis. Number 4, time series analysis. Number 2, hypothesis testing. Hypothesis testing is a statistical test where we want to know the truth of an assumption or opinion that is common in society. Usually, this test is used to find out about the truth of a claim circulating in the community. Hypothesis testing also helps us to prove whether the opinions or things we believe are true or false. For example, we often hear the assumption that female students tend to have higher mathematical values than men. Is that right? To prove this, you can take a representative sample and analyze the mathematical values of the samples taken. By using a hypothesis test, you can draw conclusions about the actual conditions. Can you use the entire data on the overall mathematics value of students and analyze the data? Certainly, very allowed. But, of course, you will need a longer time in reaching conclusions, because the data collection process also requires substantial time. Number 2. Confidence interval. Confidence interval or confidence level is a statistical test used to estimate the population by using samples. With this level of trust, we can estimate with a greater probability what the actual population value is. When using confidence intervals, we will find the upper and lower limits of a statistical test that we believe there is a population value we estimate. When we use 95% confidence intervals, it means we believe that the test statistics we use are within the range of values we have obtained based on the formula. For example, we want to estimate what the average expenditure is for everyone in city X. Therefore, research is conducted by taking a number of samples. The results of this study certainly vary. Therefore, we must determine the estimated range of the actual expenditure of each person. The hope is, of course, the actual average value will fall in the range of values that we have calculated before. At the last part of this article, I will show you how confidence interval works as inferential statistics examples. Number 3. Regression analysis. Regression analysis is one of the most popular analysis tools. Regression analysis is used to predict the relationship between independent variables and the dependent variable. Using this analysis, we can determine which variables have a significant effect in a study. For example, you want to know what factors can influence the decline in poverty. You use variables such as road length, economic growth, electrification ratio, number of teachers, number of medical personnel, etc. After analysis, you will find which variables have an influence in reducing the poverty rate. Number 4. Time series analysis. As you know, one type of data based on time is time series data. Sometimes, often a data occurs repeatedly or has special and common patterns, so it is very interesting to study more deeply. Time series analysis is one type of statistical analysis that tries to predict an event in the future, based on pre-existing data. With this method, we can estimate how predictions of value or event that appears in the future. Example. Every year, policymakers always estimate economic growth, both quarterly and yearly. By using time series analysis, we can use data from 20 to 30 years to estimate how economic growth will be in the future. If you have any doubts regarding this topic, please comment down below. I will respond as per my best. Signing out.